China has identified the cause of the mysterious new virus.
Coronavirus.
Coronavirus.
The DOH is confirming that a 38-year-old female Chinese patient under investigation, or PUI, is positive.
Numerous aspects of our lives have been impacted by the coronavirus, which has also significantly harmed our society and our economy. 3 years have passed since COVID-19 first arrived in the Philippines, but the number of cases is still rising. We wonder how society is adjusting in this new normal in light of this. What are the opinions and course of action of the recently appointed government officials with regard to resolving the aforementioned issue? And what laws and guidelines the government established in regard to the COVID-19 situation we are currently facing in our nation?
All of us are impacted by this virus, but who was most affected by it? Those who make their living in rural areas. For individuals living in underprivileged neighborhoods here in the Philippines, the loss of income and employment prospects turned into a barrier. The likelihood of poverty rises as income inequality and pay cuts grow, further degrading our nation's economic situation. Furthermore, there have been several complaints of inadequate food supplies, sanitary conditions, and nutritional problems in those communities throughout the pandemic. Although the nation eased with the implemented rules and regulations in reference to work, which means that citizens are gradually receiving revenue to support themselves and their families while helping the economy grow, it is not enough to fully revert back our economy to how it was before.
Another aspect that COVID affected is education. For everyone's protection, we had no choice but to establish online education when this virus penetrated our nation. Many kids were negatively impacted by this kind of learning, and due to financial constraints, some people were unable to participate in this style of schooling, while others' mental health suffered as a result. Our nation has begun implementing full face-to-face as of late to improve people's academic performance. However, some institutions are still wary of this concept and continue to provide only limited face-to-face or online learning.
Fears a rapidly spreading virus has reached Australia.
This is a rapidly emerging situation where there is not a cause for alarm.
The first US case has been detected.
There's confirmation the coronavirus has reached Australia.
China is urging its citizens not to travel abroad as it struggles to contain the virus.
We will be standing up Christmas Island as a quarantine area.
Foreign nationals coming from China are now banned from entering the country.
I have today declared that the coronavirus presents.
The Italian government tonight put the entire country on lockdown.
COVID-19 can be characterized as a pandemic.
We will be suspending all travel from Europe.
From Italy this evening, it just gets worse. The death toll now worse than China.
President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. pledged a more robust healthcare system that will deliver immunizations and medical care to isolated villages during his first State of the Nation address. He stated, the public should get booster shots to protect themselves against the newer strains of the virus, and quote-unquote, that is why we are campaigning for booster shots, especially now that we are slowly opening up the economy, Marcos stressed. The country needs international vaccine aid to continue flowing in as it fights the pandemic. We don't want another lockdown. We also want to remove wearing face masks as a protocol. We won't achieve that if we don't get booster shots now, he added. The Philippine government will likely maintain a COVID-19 state of public health emergency through the end of 2022 because he, Marcos, and Interim Health Minister Maria Rosario Vergeri think that, quote-unquote, the foreign medical community provides more aid under a state of emergency.
In response to the COVID crisis in our nation, the government has begun enacting some laws and regulations. For example, despite the fact that wearing a face mask is still advised by our government, it has recently been determined that everyone, with the exception of those who are not fully immunized, senior citizens, and those who are immunocompromised, may choose to not wear face masks in outdoor and indoor areas with good ventilation. It is nevertheless imperative that we adhere to the fundamental rules such as washing our hands, keeping a safe distance from others, and making sure there is adequate ventilation and airflow.
COVID is still lingering in our society,